You love free fonts and I love free fonts, but what are the top 10 places to find those free fonts online? Listen carefully to today's list because some of these websites have interesting features that you need to know about. And yes, you will know some of these websites, but I highly doubt you know every single one on today's list. And the first one is called Fontstruct. Now this is a really interesting thing indeed because it's a free font creation tool that you can use to make your own fonts and then upload them onto the website. Now you can view what people have been making in the gallery section and then check the licensing next to the font downloads. There are some real gems to be found on this website completely for free. The next place is a website most of us love, and that's Behance. If you go ahead and search free font in Behance, you will be met with a huge amount of results as seen here. Not only are a lot of these free fonts free for commercial use, there is a lot of inspiration because the projects are often shown in a very well made and designed manner. It's kind of like eye candy for us designers, and that's a lot like this font here, Randy Typeface. But of course, always check each project to see if it is free for commercial use. Next up is website number 3, and this is the website that I first started downloading fonts way back about 10 years ago now. Under font, the best thing to do is to click the themes and then search whichever kind of style you want to go for, so for example sans serif. You then search the settings to click 200 fonts and then also 100% free in the drop down menu. So this will only show you free for commercial use fonts, and there are a lot of gems to find under font, so enjoy. Next up is Font Fabric. The developers of this website have really got a great eye for design and have taken a lot of care to create a visually appealing website. Again, always check for font licenses and see what freebies you can download on this website because there are a lot of decent downloads, that's for sure. Font Fabric is another one that not many people know about. Number 5 is another old favourite of mine, and that is Squirrel. When scrolling through Squirrel, you should be aware that the small icons below each of the font name do indicate the license agreements. It basically tells you where you can use them, where you can't. You want to see the commercial use icon being highlighted when downloading your choices, and that's the one with the desktop monitor on the left. But yeah, lots to be found on Squirrel. The free font website in at number 6 is 1001 Fonts, which I'm pretty sure at this point they have more than 1001 fonts to download. There are a lot of font categories at the top, which I feel is the best way to browse this website for free fonts. If you look above the download button next to each font, it shows the license agreement. You want to see public domain and not to see purchase license icons below the download one. Again, it just requires that you're aware of what you're doing when you're shopping for these free fonts. Website number 7 is called FontSpace. Now this website doesn't have a huge library, but what they do have is an excellent feature that I think every font website needs, and that is a commercial use button. You just simply click this one button and every font you see will be 100% free for commercial use. But like I said, there isn't a huge amount of fonts to download, but there are gems to be found. Now here's one you likely have never heard of, NeoGrey. This site has a very refined selection of fonts that are all beautifully displayed. But yeah, I do like these kitsch websites that spend a lot of time on presentation and how they actually look. And here you can find free for personal use and also commercial use. And often all you need to do is to donate to gain access to the ones that aren't free. So technically you can donate any amount of money you wish to unlock them. They also have other sections to the website such as logos and also cover design. And I do like the style of this website because the work is really neat indeed. The penultimate free font website is the League of Movable Type. This is an entirely open source font foundry, which means 3 things. Firstly, it enables new fonts to be created by designers. Secondly, it enables free font licensing. And thirdly, people can educate themselves on how things are made in the font world by spending time on this website. It's an interesting idea, and there are some gems on here as well, even though the font library is pretty small. And in at number 10 is of course Google Fonts. We all know how helpful Google Fonts has become to designers. You can find thousands of fonts waiting for you to be downloaded free for commercial use, and the library is ever growing. So I partnered up with the International Open Academy to create a course on how to create and run a successful graphic design business. This course goes into a whole lot of detail on how to do that, and I offer some tips and some advice on how to get to where you want to be as a graphic designer in this space. Setting up and running a business can be quite confusing and some people get lost along the way. So this course really outlines where you need to be going and what you need to be doing step by step. And there should be 2 links in the description box below. One is a standard link that reduces the course price down to $39, but also we have a Black Friday and Cyber Monday promo link as well. This second link will reduce the price to $9 for any individual course on the Academy and $59 for all courses with 1 year access. And finally $79 for all courses with a lifetime access. It's a huge deal, so give the links a click and have a look around for yourself. And until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.